seat. I mean, that may be an oxymoron for some of us, but do the best you can. And sit up tall. So if that means sitting up on something, sit up on something. And see, if you are sitting cross-legged, that maybe you can bring your feet underneath your knees as opposed to just crossing at the ankles. And then lift the flesh and move from side to side. And then rock yourself on top or in front of your sitting bones. Okay, hands on top of your thighs. Close your eyes and roll your shoulders back a couple times. Chin parallel to the floor. And just start to feel length through the spine, from the crown of the head to the sky. Chin parallel, as I said, to the floor. Shoulders dropping down. And we expand belly, ribs, and the chest. And so almost every class, I would say, we start really kind of centering ourselves and taking ourselves out of the ordinary and into the practice of yoga. And so at the very heart of the practice of yoga is breathing. And the breathing is the one thing that stays during the class, throughout, no matter what, because the shapes will change. And so the breath remains this sweet, soft song of a breath moving in through the nose and out through the nose, if you're ready for that inhale and exhale through the nose, Ujjayi breath. And each breath fills up completely and each breath empties completely. And then see if you can hear that sound of the ha at the back of the throat as you exhale. And then continue to breathe in a full expansion. Or as you take the emptying of the breath, pull the belly in and just round your back a little bit, a lot, whatever you feel ready for. Inhale, lift your chest, hinge forward, a little bit, a lot. Again, just start to move your spine in 2 now of the 6, hi Laura, directions. Hi, good morning. Glad to see you. And as you do this, as the breathing or as the body warms up, bring yourself forward. Still continuing the same breathing. It's still going to be that inhale and exhale through the nose, fully, deeply, completely. And then let's start to make some circles in our torso. Use your hands to help guide you. Oh, you're frozen again, Mark. I hope that it comes back on. Oh, there you go. And then reverse that. Make your way back to the center on the next circle. Sit up all the way again. Stretch your arms overhead. Inhale, bring your hands to prayer. Close your eyes for a moment. Set an intention. I'd like to send a lot of love and peace and health and everything to Los Angeles, where I am actually supposed to go in 2 weeks. Yeah, bring your hands to the prayer, but interlace your fingers down to the webbing, and exhale, bring the arms out in front of you. I will be doing a fundraiser in the next few moments to support Los Angeles. Bring the chin to the chest and round your back a little bit more. Scoop out the belly, pull the belly deep, deep, deep. Inhale, lift your heart, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, lean to the right side. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, lean to the left side. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, round and curl again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, turn to your right this time. Inhale, return to center, and exhale, turn to your left. Inhale, turn to the center, and let the arms float down. Bring the arms behind you. Yeah, I feel a little triceps, Karen. Lift your chest up. And then stretch your left arm up and over, outside of the right thigh. Move your right hand to the outside or the back of the left hip. Take a breath in, go taller. And empty the breath, go deeper. Relax the shoulders. Keep in mind, Remind yourself that every kind of step of the way, we check in on the breath. If the breath becomes staccato or held, back out of what you're doing and come back to the breath. Inhale, come back to center. Interlace your fingers the other way around. Lift the palms to the ceiling. Exhale, turn to your left side. Don't worry how far you go, because if you go too far, your hip's gonna lift. And then release the right arm outside left thigh, left arm back behind you. Inhale, twist deeper, exhale. And notice the difference from each side, how our body responds. Good. Inhale back to center, take the arms up. And exhale, bring the arms behind you, lean back and shake out your legs. Switch the cross of the legs. You know, you sit in the habitual side. Take your hands back on your thighs, lift your chest up, and just lean to the right without your arms up in the air, without your arms supporting you. Come back up, inhale, lean to the left as you exhale. And then go back to those circles. One direction a couple times, and the other direction. So I started teacher training last night, Lori knows. Inhale, come back to center, but I sat on the block for like 3 hours. So my back takes a little time to release, arms up, inhale. Exhale, right arm down, float over. Inhale, up, left arm down, right arm over. And then both arms behind the back, interlace the fingers, lift the chest, and forward fold over your legs. Arms up wherever they'll go. Hips stay grounded. Focus stays forward. Breathe in, breathe out. And then pull your knuckles back down to the floor, lift your chest up. Release your hands from the grip. Lean back, shake out your legs, and draw them over to either side. Bring your knees onto the floor underneath your hips. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, hips and shoulders width apart. Top of the foot and the shin press down. Inhale, drop your belly and arch your back. Push through the heel of the hands, spread your fingers broad. Exhale, round and curl, tuck the tailbone underneath you. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, round and curl. Come to neutral, inhale. Step your right foot back behind you, tuck the toes and just rock back and forth on the ball of the foot. And then gently lift the right leg off the floor, level the hip to the floor. Push your toes down to the floor, pull the belly in, crown of the head to tailbone. Actually, crown of the head to heel long. Lift a little higher, point your toe. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest, round and curl, kick your heel to the buttocks. And step your right foot in between your 2 feet. Use your hand like I just did if you need to get a little bit of assistance. Drop through the hip, left leg. Chest, shoulders open, breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now start to straighten the front leg. You can use your blocks anywhere you like. If you don't have blocks, maybe you put your hands on something that elevates them, or even your body. And then rebend the knee. And go back and forth a couple times. Straightening the leg, toes up or down, hips pull back. And then rebending the knee. Straighten the leg. Rebend the knee and hold here for a moment. Place your hands on top of your thigh. Keep the weight from pulling in that right heel back towards your left knee. Stretch the arms up overhead, inhale. Cactus your arms and lift your chest. Exhale, bring your arms together. Inhale, lift a little higher. Now rotate to the right side and bring your arms outside the left thigh, the right thigh, and then press your palms together so the right elbow lifts up. Look over the right side. So you're going to twist over to the right side. Find space, lift your belly from your thigh, use your arm as a little bit of traction there. Take another breath. On the inhaling breath this time, come back to center. Take your right arm on the inside of your right leg, turn your left leg to the right, open up the twist, right arm down, left arm up. Good. Excuse me, one more breath. Look down. Inhale, come up, pull your body up. Send your right knee forward a little bit more and line up your shoulders over your hips. Right arm in line with left arm, like a warrior two. Look at your right knee. I see a little of this moving in here. So pull it out towards your pinky side. Good. Reach in all directions. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up. Lean back. Nice long stretch. And then flow it through. Take your hands to the floor. Spin your back foot forward. Tuck your back toes underneath you. Lift the knee up off the floor. Step your right leg to meet your left leg. And then lift your hips in the air. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog. Right leg, left leg. And then find some stillness in the downward facing dog. So press your heels towards the floor. Bow hips width apart. Press your chest towards your thighs. Spin your elbow creases forward. Take another breath. Inhale, rise onto your tippy toes and engage your quadricep muscles by pulling the knees up towards the hips. Lift your pelvic floor muscles up, belly button to the spine. Inhale, shift to a high plank position. Shoulders over wrists. That's how we measure out plank to down dog. Lower your right knee to the floor. Keep your left toes tucked under. Rock back and forth a little bit. And then float the left leg off the floor. Hips level. Toes down. Belly in. Good. Point the toe, lift a little bit higher. Round and curl, knee to chest, heel to buttocks. And send your left foot through between your two hands. Send your right leg back. Inhale, chest opens. Exhale, sink down. So, hi. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. And start to move. Straightening the front leg, toes up. Exhale, rebend. A couple times on your own. Stretching the legs straight or near straight. Blocks will help. Rebend. Inhale. I guess I never set my watch. Exhale. But I know where we're at. And straighten the leg. And rebend. Hold for a moment. Take your hands on top of your thighs, lift your chest. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms and lift your chest a little bit more. Inhale, bring it upright and bring the arms together. Turn to your left side. Hook your arms down on the outside of the leg and then spread your left arm up and open. Spinal twist. So you should not be sitting directly on top of your right knee. Or you have your foot off the floor, your knee off the floor. Take another breath and move. Oh, Michelle, it's funny. It says Zoom user raised hand on your screen. Okay. You know how if you move your hand sometimes. Oh, it's Lauren actually. Okay. Inhale, and it's okay. It doesn't matter. So funny. Just sometimes we do this and it shows up. Inhale, lift up and take your left arm on the inside. Turn your right toes to the left. And then spread your arms. You can use the block again. Right arm up, left arm down. Hug your knee and tricep together. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Inhale, rise up. Bring yourself up. Send your weight a little forward into warrior two on your knees. Reach in all directions. Energize your arms. Breathe in. And breathe out. If you need to be off your knees, it's absolutely fine. Inhale, right arm down, left arm up. Stretch, big long stretch, fingertips. Reach to the back of the room. Exhale. Now inhale, come back up and just come right through the warrior two. Spin it back around. Tuck your back toes underneath you. And step your left foot to meet your right foot. Push the hips in the air, downward facing dog. Walk your dog. And then find stillness. Breathe. Shift the weight from the heel of the hands towards the heels of the feet. Put a soft bend in the knees as much as you need. Or press your heels towards the floor. Take another breath. Walk your feet a little bit closer to your hands, maybe, I don't know, a couple inches. Take your right hand to your left foot, shin or ankle, and look under the left arm. As you do this, hug your left hip towards your right hip. So hug your hips towards center, so your pelvis stays level or squared. Good, release this and take the other side. One side's gonna feel different than the other, possibly, and that's okay. Breathe and find more space. One more breath. Empty the breath, release the hands. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Forward fold over your legs. Let go. Shake out your head, yes and no. Press down through the heels. So bend your knees enough that your hand is on the floor. Press down firmly through the heel of the hand and notice how the body reacts to that. Maybe the legs go straighter, maybe they don't. It doesn't really matter. Shift your weight a little bit more though towards the balls of the feet so the hips stay over the heels. And then as you press firmly through the feet, start to release your hands from the floor and start to roll your spine upward. Shoulders come up over the hips, hips over the knees, knees over the ankles, head over the shoulders, and roll the arms back and around. Standing at the back of your mat, feet are at least hips width apart. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, lift your heart. Exhale, cactus the arms like we did. Good. Inhale, bring your arms together and exhale, round your spine. So we're gonna come through this shape a couple times. Inhale, open up and expand. Lift from your upper mid-back, not your lower. Exhale, curl it in and scoop it out. Good. Inhale, open up, extend. Exhale, bring it in and fold. Good. Inhale, open up and extend, and then press your arms up overhead. Inhale, and exhale, fold your way to the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Walk your hands forward. Walk your feet back if necessary. Hips up in the air, downward facing dog. And float your right leg up and off the floor. Open up your right hip and bend and straighten it. Work through the ankle, the toes, the hip, the knee. And then hold the knee open, but keep the weight in both arms evenly distributed. Left heel presses towards the floor. One more breath. Exhale, turn your hips forward. Send the right knee to the chest. Look forward and step the right foot in between your two hands. Grab a block, just have them nearby. Inhale, lengthen your spine. I like the blocks personally. And exhale, drop your hips. Good. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Pull the right hip back, lift the right toes up. Exhale, rebend your front knee. Inhale, straighten your front leg, toes up. Exhale, bend your front knee. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, rebend, hold, not your breath, just your pose. Inhale, hands to your thighs, lift your torso up. As you do that, you might want to soften the back knee a little bit. Tuck the tailbone underneath you, level out the hips. Stretch the arms up overhead, inhale. And exhale, bend your arms and lift your chest. Heart opens, inhale. Bring your hands together, exhale, round and curl. Now we're gonna hold this rounded position, this curled in position. And lean, turn to the right side. Actually, let's lift the torso up again. Then turn to the right side. And then lean over, left arm outside, right arm lifts up. Any variations on the pose are welcome. Lunge, twist, prayer. Lunge, prayer, twist, revolve, twist. So many names it might be called. Take one more breath here. Keep the hands in prayer as you come back to center. Inhale. Right arm on the inside, turn your left foot on its side. So the left foot, if you had a clock at the front of your mat, your left foot would point to 10 o'clock. Tuck the tailbone underneath you, and then spread your arms. Right arm down, left arm up. Your arm is on the inside of your thigh. Tuck your tailbone underneath you and reach in 2 directions with your arms. Reach in all directions with your head and your tailbone. Hug your knee to your tricep. Look down at your right foot. Inhale, pull yourself up. Exhale, warrior 2. It's amazing how we got there. Knee over the hip, in line with the hip, over the ankle, 2nd, 3rd toe. Pointing towards the pinky toe. Reach your left arm back and your right arm forward. Sink your hips low. Try not to hike this left hip up. Try to level out the pelvis. 1 more breath. Good. Inhale, reverse. Right arm up. Reach long in all directions. Good. Exhale. Inhale, come through, warrior 2. Hands on the floor or the blocks. Exhale, 3-legged dog, right leg in the air. Inhale, feet together. Exhale, downward facing dog. And I got my hands on the blocks, it's okay. Inhale, lift your left leg up, open the hip, bend and straighten the leg. Roll through the hip, knee, ankle, whatever feels right for you. And then find your stillness in the open hip. Shoulders, right hand, left hand, equally distribute your weight. 1 more breath. Good, as you exhale, bring yourself forward, bring the left knee to the chest, rounded curl, and step your left foot in between your 2 hands. Doesn't matter how you get there, you can drop the back knee to get there. Square off the hips, breathe in and breathe out. Firm up your back leg here, use your blocks if you think that you might need a little assistance to bring the floor closer to you. Exhale. And then inhale, straighten your front leg, toes lift or not. And then we rock through those 2 motions a couple times. Bend the knee and straighten the leg. And bend the knee and straighten the leg. And let's bend the knee and hold, breathe. Good. Now you might begin to soften your back knee as you place your hands on top of your thighs. Lift yourself upright. Tailbone goes underneath. Inhale, stretch the arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open your heart. Inhale, round and curl. Exhale. Whoops. Inhale, lift your chest, rotate to the left. Right arm outside, left thigh. Left arm in the air. Lunge twist. Back leg can now become firm again. So the right elbow's outside the left thigh, the other way, E.T. Well, whichever, that's your left leg forward, so your right arm should be on the outside. Other arm. E.T. twist the other way, towards your friend. Right elbow outside, left thigh. No, the other way. 1 more breath, come back up. Now we've got the left arm on the inside. Right foot is 2 o'clock. Open up your arms. So now you're facing the open side of your body. Reach everything up and down. So E.T., you're backwards. Yes. Look down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. So your body is in the open side. That's it. Left knee over the ankle towards the pinky side of your foot. Firm up your legs. Inhale. And sit a little deeper. Exhale. Arms are strong. Energize. It's a warrior. You're a warrior. We're all warriors. We have made it through some storms. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Inhale, reverse. And now exhale, come through it. Spin it around. Hands on the floor or blocks. Left leg in the air, 3-legged. Feet on the floor, down dog. Exhale. So with my hands on the blocks, I can actually get my heels touching closer to the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. And once again, float your right leg in the air, open and close the hip. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest, step it through. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, open up your chest. Inhale, arms together and fold, exhale. Inhale, lift your chest, turn to the right. Left arm outside right thigh, right arm opens. Twist, exhale. Inhale, return to center and bring your right arm inside, left foot turns. Exhale, open the arms. Look down. Inhale, pull yourself up, warrior two. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right leg in the air, inhale. Exhale, feet on the floor. Inhale, lift your left leg up, open hip. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, reach up and rise up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, lift and exhale, crunch in. Inhale, lift again, hinge forward, twist to the left side, exhale. Inhale, bring your left arm inside, right foot on its side. Exhale, open up, side angle. Look down, inhale, rise up. Exhale, settle into warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the floor blocks. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up on your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Take yourself to the top of your mat, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, place your hands to your hips. I'm going to turn to face the camera. Let's see if we can all do this. Step out to the right side wide. Take your feet so they're parallel to each other. With a slight turn in so the heels go wider. Good. Hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway. Halfway, so head and tailbone are in the same line. Put a soft bend in the knees and see if you can reach your arms out to each side. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Reach tailbone and head in the same line. And then exhale, fold hands to the floor of the blocks. Inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold and grab the outsides of your feet with your hands, maybe making a little shelf for your hands underneath your feet. Shift your weight forward so that your hips are over your heels. Nice one. Hips are over your heels. Good. And then lift your chest, look forward. Release your hands and walk forward. This might be a little slippery on my floor. Come into a wide-legged downward facing dog. So we've done downward dog a bunch of times today. Soften the knees, bring the chest towards the thighs. What we haven't done much of today is shift forward onto your toes and shift forward to a plank with a wide leg. I'm adjusting. Push back, downward dog. Inhale, lift on your toes and shift forward again, shoulders over wrists. Now bend your elbows halfway. Push back up and come back. Downward dog. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Hands to hips, rise up. And turn your toes out. You might shorten your stance. Take your arms up overhead, inhale. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Hips open. Inhale, straighten arms and legs. Exhale, bend arms and legs. Inhale, straighten arms and legs. Exhale, bend arms and legs. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, hands to prayer, lift your heart. Exhale, sit deeper, arms come down, hips go wide, legs open up, splay. And then place your hands on your thighs. Press down on the tops of your thighs. Hinge forward, press your right shoulder in. Come back into the other side. And let's do that one more time each side. Exhale. Inhale, switch. Good. Come back to center. Pull the belly in, tuck the tailbone in. Roll up and straighten out your legs. Stretch the arms overhead. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Walk your feet in closer. Back hips width apart. You can stay facing the side if you have the space. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Shift the weight to the left leg and float the right foot off the floor. Just a little bit. So that you don't have to sink into the left leg to accommodate a huge balance. So the legs are straight. The right foot just lifts off an inch or two. And then lower it down. And then the left foot lifts off just an inch or two. No bent knee. Not even to the side, just off the floor. So look for a second. All I'm doing is lifting off the floor and lowering down. Right? It's no real big huge thing. We're not lifting it out to the side right now, we're lifting it up. So I just turned to face front, you're facing the side. Now kick it straight out in front of you, flex the foot. Push into the left standing leg. Flex your foot like there's a wall against you and lift it up a little higher if you can. Bend the knee and place the ankle above the knee. Open your right hip out. Hug your left hip in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Stay upright or begin to bend the knee and fold. Now here's a bunch of things you can do. You can stay where you are. You can also drop your hips back further and stay a little upright. Or you can bring your hands to floor blocks. Or, let's see if Michelle will do it. You can come into flying pigeon. Breathe in. And breathe out. Michelle's going into it. She hooks her right foot on her left tricep and shifts her weight forward. Eye gaze is steady. Now extend the leg if you can. Beautiful. Good job. And come down. Okay. If you are taking flight, put your hands on the floor, put your foot back down, and then slowly come up and see if you can bring your hands back to your heart, knee up off the leg, and release the foot, release the arms. Stand for a breath. Okay. Inhale, shift your weight to your right leg, lift your left foot off the floor. Just lift it up. Don't lift it out to the side. Keep the leg straight as long as you can. Left leg is straight. Hands on the hips or at the heart. Begin to stretch your leg out in front of you. Lift it up a little higher. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Take the left ankle above the right knee. It may end up being on the floor, crossing over. That's okay. You go where you go. Bring your hands to your heart center and keep hugging your right hip in. Perhaps you bend your right knee. Perhaps you fold forward. Perhaps your hands touch the floor and you take flight side B. Let's see if I can get a pin of Michelle. Yeah, to take your time, shift a little bit more forward, Michelle. Shift, oh, you have a dog there. Put your head right under his belly. That's it. Beautiful. Okay, it all worked. Our animals are so sweet. Now I can't get my cursor back. All right. Michelle, you might be pinned for the rest of the class. All right, let's see if my cursor comes back. Put your feet down, come back up to standing, feet on the floor. Bring your hands to heart center. And turn around, face the front of the room. Go back to the top of your mat. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold your way down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step to a plank. We did this wide-legged. Now let's do a neutral position. Shift a little forward. Bend the elbows, come down halfway. Inhale, roll through, lift your heart. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Once again, lift your right leg off the floor and open the hip, bend and straighten. And then bring your knee to the center. Pull the heel to the buttocks. Stay in dog. Pull the heel to the buttocks. Pull the knee to the chest. Keep that action as you shift forward to plank. Good. Now lower your right shin to the floor. Listen carefully because this will be perhaps a little different. Take your, keep your knee in line with your hip and take your right leg out to the side, but don't try to line it up with the front of your mat right now. Step your left foot back, and I want your heel of your right foot as you sink back to kind of find that space between the hip and the thigh. I'm gonna see if I can get you up. No, you're stuck in virtual hell. Don't know where the cursor goes. Okay, so you're a little bit more upright. Your heel is reaching towards that crease and giving you a little bit of a massaging action if you have it. I can still see all of you. I don't know. You probably see Michelle. And you don't have to see me. I just can't get my cursor to move it back to another screen. So sit upright for a moment. Try to nudge your foot into your hip area, and then take it forward and see if you can maintain that action. Hip, left hip forward, right hip forward, and breathe in and out. So it might feel, it should feel kind of like you're digging your heel into your hip, but it also could be a nice release for you, for some of you. If it doesn't feel good, you can also go on your back and just cross your right ankle over your left, like we just did standing. Okay, take another couple breaths here. Good. And then on the emptying of this next breath, put your hands to the floor, lift your chest up, and if you happen to be on a block, take it out, move your right hip to the floor, and take your left leg out to the left side. Stretch your left arm down the inside of the left leg and bring the right arm up and over. Good. Use your left arm on the inside of the leg. Some of you will grab the toe with one or even both hands, or some of you might even choose to put a block underneath your arm or use a strap. One more breath and use the arm against your leg to open up your right side chest. Right arm overhead. Press down through your right hip and inhale, rise up. Right arm behind you, left arm outside, twist, inhale. Bring the right arm as far over to the left as you can, and exhale. Inhale, return to look at your left leg. Walk your hands on either side of your feet or your thighs. Lift your chest up, listen up. Just hinge forward till you feel your first point of resistance in the left hamstring. Stay upright. Keep your chest going forward. Breathe in, breathe out. So I apologize if you can't see me. I'm trying to get the screen back, but it's not letting me. One more breath. Inhale, lift your chest up. Turn to face front. Bring your left leg in. Bring your right leg back. Left heel is going to point towards your groin if you'd like to sit on a block. So left heel points towards your groin rather than towards the outside of the mat or the front edge of the mat. Square your hips. The left heel is searching for that hip thigh connection and perhaps giving it a gentle massage down. Keep your torso upright. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. And then start to walk your hands forward. Find your resistance. Settle into that resistance for a few breaths and then see if you want to take it even deeper. So, these are general directions, assuming that everybody can do the same thing or not. But it's probably going to look different and feel different for each one of us. Now we have a big dog's butt right in the camera, which is perfectly fine. We respect our dogs and cats. They come out to play. They like yoga too. Take another breath. Settle in, square the hips a little bit deeper, empty it out. And then inhale as you bring your hands back up. If you're on a block, slip it off. and send your weight to your left leg. Right leg comes out to the side. Right arm comes on the inside of your right leg, or maybe your big toe. Left arm comes up and over. Inhale, stretch over. Exhale. Keep grounding your left hip to the floor. Use your right arm inside or on the leg to rotate the torso open. Just a little leverage. That's it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more breath, go bigger. Empty the breath, rise up. Take the left hand back behind you as far to the right side as you can and twist over to the left. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, turn to the right. One hand on each side of your legs. Open up your arms wide. Inhale. And hinge forward just enough to feel the hamstrings on the right leg. So for some of you, it's going to be deeper than others. And then inhale, rise up. Okay, bye, Michelle. And turn around, face the front of your space with both legs extended out in front of you. Move the flesh from side to side. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. Take your hands by your hips for a moment. Press down through your hands and lift your chest open. Shoulders pull back. Turn your toes up strong towards your face. Maybe so much that your heels come off the floor. So remember when we lifted our leg, we were standing on one leg and we lifted our leg up? And you might have gotten a cramp in your quadricep? That's what we're doing here, but with both legs out. Good. Now walk your hands forward onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift your arms up, palms face each other. It's like you're holding a block in front of you. Exhale, point your toes and round your back. Pull the belly into the spine. Point and round. Inhale, lift and flex. Arms up. Exhale, point and round like you got punched in the stomach. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, lift and flex. Exhale. We only did about 300 crunches yesterday. You might feel those too. Round your spine. I think it's definitely more than 300. Now keep this rounded spine, shoulders relaxed, point your toes, and start to articulate your spine down onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Starting with the lowest part of your back, not skipping the waistline, lower down to the bottom of your shoulder blades, and then reach your arms all the way over your head, reach your legs all the way long. So reach all the way from the center point of your body. Inhale, lift your right leg in the air. Grab a hold of your thigh or your calf or your foot. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders off the floor and bring the leg closer to you. I feel like I should turn a little bit for you guys. Pull up a little bit more. And then empty the breath, lay on your back, pull it closer. Bend your right knee, take your left hand outside your right thigh. Right arm opens up, palm open, or back to that goalpost, cactus arm, and move your knee over to the left side. Breathe in and breathe out. Bend your bottom leg. See if you want to grab it with your right hand. And just come into a little bit of a pretzel twist. Gently release your hand from your foot, open your arms to a T. Straighten the bottom leg and fold back onto your back. Right knee into the chest. And then release your right leg on the floor, arms out by your side. Inhale, bring your left knee to the chest. Hold on anything but your knee. And then extend the leg. You can flex point both of the ankle. Reach your arm up. Anywhere you can grab at your knee. Lift your head and shoulders up.
pull your leg closer to your body. Straighten the leg, so if your leg comes in, you have to bend it, then just don't go that far. Maybe lift your torso a little higher. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. As you empty the breath, lay down, bend the knee to the chest. Take the right hand and guide the knee over to the right side. Left arm is open or in a cactus. And then bend the right leg if you'd like, and grab it with your left hand. What do some people call this, cat chasing their tail? Well, sometimes that's on the floor too, in a tabletop position. I don't know. You got the picture, so use it. Good. If you're holding onto the bottom leg, gently let it go, straighten it out. Come back onto your back, bring the knee to the chest. And this time, bring both knees to your chest. Hug them in, grab a hold of the fingers, wrists, forearms, or elbows. Keep the tailbone close to the floor. Good. Open your arms to a T or a cactus, just so the shoulders get a little relief. Stretch your legs up in the air, tailbone down. So, if your feet are coming closer to your face, your tailbone's going to raise. If you move your feet away and you get an L shape, and it's hard to see unless you maybe you can see your camera from the side position. So the legs are over the hips, a little bit further away than your chest than you kind of think. Good. Hold there. And then bring the arms down by your side. Take your hands right to the sides of your hips, or for some of you, right underneath your hips. Flex and point the ankles. And then hold the point, heels together, toes apart. Lower your legs slowly down to the floor. Good. Straight legs down to the floor, belly in, ribs down. When your feet touch the floor, you come onto your forearms, rest gently on the top of your head maybe. You even let go of your arms, bring them up, bring your legs up. Any variations of this pose. Fish pose is where we're at. So you're here, open. Okay, lift your heart up. And when you're ready, release your hands, bring your chin to your chest, roll down, hug your knees to your chest. Take one more spinal twist, open the arms out to the side, hips move to the right, knees fall to the left. Any variations that you want. Inhale, return to center. Shift your hips left, let your knees fall to the right. Spinal twist, any variations again. Inhale, return to center. And now give one more big, tight hug of your knees to your chest. Squeeze everything close, close, close together. Maybe lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. Kiss your knees, take a big breath in. And as you empty the breath, lower your head if it's up. Release your arms, release your legs. Stretch them out in front of you. And one more time, take the arms overhead and reach long in all directions. Take a big breath in through the nose, and I can't hear you, so don't be embarrassed. Open your mouth and say, ah, as you bring the arms down by your side and allow the hips and shoulders to release open. It's always nice to let out the breath, especially, no one's here. No one can hear you but you. Scan your body. Head to toe, toe to head, right side to left side, front to back, top and bottom. And let your body completely surrender to the earth's energies, supported by the earth. Allow your body to let the chest rise and fall, the belly rise and fall with the breath. No force, no retention, no lengthening, just your natural breath ebbing and flowing like the waves. Breathe in, breathe out. And let your body
back to its most simplest shape. Simple. Shavasana. And I always allow for you to stay long